It's not what I desire, but I think that the dating pool don't have nothing in it that I want. You know that? I think that's gonna be a thing, family. I've pretty much come to terms with it. Because I realize the fish that's in the sea, I don't want, is there another ocean I can go to? Or I'm just so unamused. I'm not amused at all about anything that I see out there. Is that ugly or what? Tell me. Tell me if I'm being funny. It's two in the morning, girl. Go to sleep. We ain't about to talk about nothing special. Am I crazy or okay? Cause I'm like, what the? It's not very much to choose from. And I'm not talking about even what they do for a living. I'm just talking about what is that brain like? Like, does it work? Do you use it? Do you just think it's something that's bobbling, like bopping around in your skull? Like, do you think before you speak? You said, come on to my puddle. I'm 64. And it ain't that I couldn't be with nobody. I just don't want to be with some, right? It's like, goodness gracious, what else do you have besides a pogo stick? Is there anything else? Do you got anything else other than a pogo stick? Excuse me. Hey, Queen. Hey, Ro. They scarce out here, girl. Because I'm like, what? I mean, is it like that for the men that are not married, too? It's like, he ain't even worth the effort of giving nobody your number. They be thinking with the other head, the old ones, too. Crazy. I don't want no parts of it. I think you need to be able to talk to me for like 2 months and never talk about the same subject. And then I might be interested. Maybe I should date a scientist. Excuse me. You said right. Hello. I'm thinking that's the. Ooh. I'm thinking that's the deal. Excuse me, y'all. Ugh. What is that? I don't want no parts of it. You said be open-minded. Yeah. Yeah, I already did that. I did that first, Sarah. I already did the older thing first. I don't know. I don't. Yeah. I don't know. I just. Yeah. Mm-mm. And this isn't just because of now. Like most of my life, I was single because I didn't. I wasn't. I wasn't. I don't know. People don't excite me. They don't. Excuse me. They don't keep my interest long enough. Yeah, you can have trust and honesty and caring, but are you interesting? Yeah. I want you to make my toes wiggle. And I don't mean in the way most people think. I want you to make my neurons fire. You hear me? That's what I want. I want you to make me think about every single thing that you say. I want, and not because it's BS, but because it's thought provoking, you know what I'm saying? Conversation. Yeah. It's like, are you only talk, like, what do you, come on. What can you teach me? What can you show me that I've never seen before? Like, Or do you only always talk about what everybody else is always talking about? I got you. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't want it. Right. Right. And this is the thing. When a man connects with God for real, he'll always be thinking about something, because if God knows that you're interested in things, he will put those things on his heart, or at least in his mind. Exactly. Exactly. Right. 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 Explore things together. Things like that. Exactly. Eric. Right. Like, I don't want to just. If I can see it on TV that people are doing it, I probably don't want to do it. If I can go to social media and everybody is already going there or doing it, I don't want to. So can you think outside the box, or have you just been on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram looking at what everybody else is doing, and so you're gonna do that? Like, do you do anything outside of what everybody else is doing? Are you a follower? Are you a leader? Or what are you? And I don't mean being all aggressive and all of that. I just mean, like, hey, baby, and the crazy thing is, let me tell you what I found. People don't want to be friends. They don't want to be your friend. They instantly want to go into the we talk and stay. No, that ain't how I work. You got to be my friend first. I got to even see if I like being around you. And that starts with me being able to enjoy talking to you on the phone for at least 3 hours. If I can't talk to you on the phone for 3 hours, baby, we is not going nowhere together. I will never see you in person. Pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Because if I can't talk to you on the phone for 3 hours and still feel like I want to talk to you some more, I'm not. What we gonna do when we in person? Tell me. That's even with my homegirls. Girl, I'm not about to sit up and talk about everybody's business. I don't care. But what I do want to know is, what are you doing today? What did you learn today? Like, I was like that with my homegirls too. I'm not about to sit up around no chicks that just want to talk about everybody. I'm about to go read this book. I got something to do, go take care of my kids. I can think of a number of things that I could be doing, but then wasting my time doing that. Yeah, talk for 3 months, falling asleep on the phone with each other before we ever actually got together. Come on now. I already know how it go, Pumpkin. That's how I know what I want. Yeah, if you can't be my friend, I don't want it. I told y'all what I told my ex-husband. I said, I thought you was my friend. You wasn't even my friend. And now that I think about it, you wasn't a good friend to me. So for sure you wasn't going to be a good husband. I should have known that when you was flaky in your friendship, honey. The same way you was flaky in your friendship, you are flaky as a husband. Crazy character don't change. If you would do it to your friends, you would do it to me. Ooh, Bambi, please don't try to read me. I didn't have any unfulfilling. I'm just talking about life, baby. Y'all gotta not do that. Didn't nothing happen today. I just be humans don't excite me. And this ain't just dating or anything. This is just people, period. You good. I'm just saying. Yeah. It's not nothing wrong. I just be and what I mean by that is, I mean, I know y'all starting to see it. If you didn't see it in your life before, after being over here and studying so many subjects, you realize when you go outside of this community, people don't care to know more. You hear me? People don't care to know more. They want to stay right where they at. They don't want no more information. They don't. If it ain't on the surface, they don't care about it. I just be like, this is stupid. You just gonna stay right here. You don't want to see nothing else. You don't want to do nothing else. You only want to do what everybody around you is doing. Like, it's weird. Excuse me. Right, basic. Exactly. They be basic. And and I'm not trying to say like it ain't nothing wrong with simple. I love simple. But simple and basic is two different things. You hear me? Yeah. It's like I would love to be married, but not to just say I'm married, not to just say I got no man. I'm not doing that dumb stuff. I've been married 10 years, but he cheated on me every other month. That ain't what I'm looking for. It's gonna have to be a different thing for Circa. I'm gonna have to see the loyalty to your family, not more loyalty to them than to me once we get together, of course. But uh I want to be able to look at you and be happy about all of you, and not just one or two parts of you. You know what I mean? When I roll over to you and say, "Hey, what do you think about this?" I want us to be able to have a conversation about it. And even if you don't know anything, you want to listen just because you want to understand so that we can talk about it. Or even going and finding out more information about what I'm talking about so that you can come back and we can talk about it. You hear me? I used to do this to my friends. I drop little pieces of stuff and see if they go and research it. So the next time I talk to them about it, they be like, I didn't even look it up. Oh, okay. Which means I can't sit and just have a regular conversation with you. We always gonna have to talk about what everybody else always talking about. I don't want to do that. Hey, I don't want to. You heard me? I don't want to. If we can't talk about new stuff, if we can't talk about more interesting things, whatever it is, I don't want to keep doing it. I want to expand so we have way more than 50 memories. And it don't gotta be going out of town. Like, let's go to a bookstore on the other side of town, or let's go to I don't know, hell, let's do all the trails this summer. Every trail in our city, let's make a thing that we gonna walk every trail in the city on north, south, east, west part of town. Like, I don't know anything other than what everybody else is doing. That's why I love my husband, because he's always up to learning something new. I'm trying to tell you, not right, right, that part. All of that, Ash, everything. I don't want to jump on no train, no follow train. I don't want to do that. I want to do something else everybody else ain't. That's what I like doing. And not just, oh, because I'm trying to be different. I can see you do it. So then I need to go do something else. Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, it sounds interesting. You said it sounds easy enough until you have to do it. Because that means you're putting thought into stuff. You are thinking about your person, your friend. You know, don't be the friend that always only want everybody to do what you want them to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't never, if it's not your idea, you got an attitude, you running through here acting crazy, you not excited because it ain't your thing. Don't be that. You might learn something if you go do something somebody else want to do sometimes. We found a Jesus museum here at one of the cemeteries in Memphis. The most beautiful thing. Pretty cool. It's in a cemetery. That's scary. Why would they put Jesus around all them dead people? No, I'm just playing. I'm joking. I just want to know why they put him around all them dead people. He living now. He ain't dead. He's arisen. The dead has arisen. Yeah, I was scared at first, but it turned out beautiful. Okay. Listen, this is the thing, family. Hopefully, if nothing else that you've learned here, you learn to look outside of what you always see and what everyone else is always talking about. You know what I mean? Hopefully, you picked up books that you would have never picked up and had, hopefully, the most amazing experiences trying some new things since you've been over here. I don't care if it's a new food, trying to learn a new language, or whatever it is. But I hope that you all are pushing the bounds of what you like and what you don't like by trying new things and doing new things, you know, and putting yourself in other situations to grow. You know what I mean? to grow, for real. Because I'm tired of the mundane. Making soaps. Exactly. Exactly. Pushing yourself to the limits, you know, and not wearing yourself out. Because of you, I'm expanding my book collection. Come on now. I've seen some beautiful marriages and some horrible enough to know I didn't want. What? I didn't want the horrible. I thank God for my marriage isn't perfect. But yeah, this is the thing. No marriage is perfect. I understand that life is not blah, blah, blah. I get it. But I want you to try. It's like a person that sit up and talk about how they hate their life, but they never do nothing to change it. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people that just get in a space and they don't go nowhere else ever after that. They don't do nothing different. Like, I believe God is allowing me to sit down because Honey CERCA was running through this piece. And I was like, okay, let me get a break because I'm tired. Let me go on and sit down. I didn't know I was going to be sitting down this long. But, you know, it's been cool. Because I had a good 20, 30 years I was running through here. You know what I'm saying? So it's time to sit down. But even if I do bring a person in my life, you cannot say nothing that nobody else has ever said to me and you're going to catch my attention. When you do it right, it's amazing. It is. This is the thing, y'all. I didn't have a horrible marriage. I just understood that I could not live in that condition forever. And when God tells you a person is not going to change, you have to believe them. So I had a choice to stay, but I also had a choice to be miserable and sad and crazy. Not because he was just a horrible person. It was just because his parents didn't give him the tools that he needed to be able to stand and be the person that he needed to be. And if a person has already been 30, 40 years in it, it takes God to change them. I'm talking. And if God don't change them, I'm talking. If God don't change them, then that's just who they're going to be. And even if they don't have a desire to change either, too. Some people don't want to change because everybody around them is always doing the same thing. All they uncles, cousins, they mama, everybody doing the same thing. They not going to do nothing different. So then I just move on. I can't do that. I can't stay miserable because you want to be miserable. Like, maybe I'm not tied to stuff like most people are. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as family and stuff like that, if I have it or don't, I'm still going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? You know how some people are like, oh, I couldn't live without my family. I don't feel that. I feel like I can't live without whatever is going to grow me or make me better. Those are the things I don't want to live without. But I can live without avoidable things. Like people that's always going to have an attitude, or you always going to be angry every time you show up somewhere. Whatever it is, you going to make people miserable. You like to troll people. You like to get under people's skin. I can live without that. And that doesn't matter if you're a family member or a friend or whoever. I'm not right, Queen. I'm not holding on to things that make me sick. You know? And if it doesn't make my toes wiggle in one way or another, like a person can just be intriguing to you. You know, and it doesn't have to be anything about intimacy. A person could just be very intriguing to you and you want to know more about them. There are very few people that I run into that are intriguing to me. Right? People are fertilizer or Roundup. You either helping or you hurting. That part. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I used to ask people, what you want with me? That was men and women. If you wanted to be my homegirl, you trying to buddy up to me or whatever, and a nigga for sure. What you want with me? What is your plan for me? What do you mean? No, what do you plan to do? People don't like when you ask them that. Because if they intend on not doing you right, they going to get real offensive. Did you hear what I said? What you want with me? What you plan? What you got planned for me? What? Why you on the defensive? Hold up. You said I like that question. Oh yes. Oh yes. See, I'm gonna go on and hit you in your throat right up in the front. I ain't even gonna wait. What's going on? Why you over here? That's why I've learned about myself since being here. I am so grateful. Magical Adventures with Dad and the Magic School Bus. Listen here. All I'm saying is, I'm gonna ask my mom that. You know what? So you just want to get tackled down to the ground? You dangerous. You a thrill seeker, ain't you? You just don't care about your life. You just like playing on the wild side, huh? You can't help it. Keish, I done came to the realization. This girl don't care. She crazy as hell. She said, I'm going to ask my mama that. You is crazy. You said she not because I want to ask my mom the same question. Okay, so you don't value life either. Y'all don't value life. That's what I realized just right now today. You two don't value your life. I wasn't saying ask her. Now, if you do that, you do that on your own. I did not encourage that. I do not endorse that. As a matter of fact, I'm giving you a warning about it. Like she like living on the edge. She's that one child that probably get on her mom's toes too. Of course. Of course. Of course. She gon' if she anything like my daughter, I already know what she do. I told y'all. I already told y'all. That's why I said you just as crazy as you wanna be. As my mama say, as a Betsy bug. Just running out, you crazy. She said, fine. I mean, you do what you want to do. I ain't gonna tell you what to do. You grown, but I don't know if I would try it out on other people first. I don't know if I could. She said, fine. What you mean, fine? Crazy? I'm trying to help you. Now, this is a provoking question. You understand that? So whatever's in there gonna come out. Y'all get that? It's a provoking question. A thought-provoking question. And most people that have thought about how they're going to get over you, they don't want you to think about it. So they be irritated. Please be ready for the answer. Because CERCA used to tell, I'm going to tell you the truth. Man, you playing, okay, I just told you what's going to go on around here. Now, it's up to you to listen. I told you, I used to tell people, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do to you. So it's up to you to pay attention. I'm going to tell you everything I'm going to do. And I'm going to tell you right to your face. It's a constant battle. I love my mom in pieces, but I need to learn what's coming down the road for me and my son. Oh, yeah. What you want over here? What's your plan? Now I know what I would say. If I'm interested. Do you understand? And I'm not gonna say it here, but I know what I would say. So there's that. Y'all be careful with that question. I'm not playing. It's a serious question. People say they want the truth, but they really don't. Listen, I'm trying to tell you, but that's all I want. And if I ask you a question 9 times, I'm asking because I plan on writing it down, the answer. When I'm talking to a person, if I'm in a phase of where I think I might be interested, I'm going to write down everything you say. I'm writing down everything you say. I'm going to ask you specific questions, and then, especially if you ain't looking at me, I'm writing while we talking. I am not afraid of the truth. Lord Jesus. Well, do whatever you want. Fine. Save you a lot of time. If you approach relationships, right? Like friendships, we'll even say friendships. Let's get out of relationships, just a friendship. How many people would you be friends with if you knew their character early on? I want the truth. You said very few. Not a one. You know what, Kiva? Kiva said not a zero. Oh, look at y'all. The same amount I have now, zero. Not many. So you know what this lets me know? You know what this lets me know? That's why I don't have many friends, because I can't read the BS early. I'm about to show you how. Okay. Good night. Ooh, I only have one friend right now, and she's debatable, that part. Listen. So we all in the same boat when it comes, well, a lot of us. Okay, so, yeah. So think about this. People are frauds. They seem to represent Kiva. I want the truth. I can handle it. I got my grown man drawers on, and not the small ones. The one with the hole. You know what, Mari? He said not the small ones either. The ones that gonna let everything be where it need to be. Don't worry about it. You petty. He said I got my big drawers on. My big draw McGraw. I got them on. I know that's right. I don't listen. Yes. But if you ask a person what their intentions is or why they want to be your friend, and you chronicle that knowledge and pay attention in the last 90 days, you'll learn a lot. You'll learn a lot. You can do this with your sister and brothers too. You can, because it helps you. Look, I do a lot of character analysis in my personal life. Like I'll tell a story to see how you react to the story, right? So I might tell you a story about somebody cheating on their spouse. It's a true story. I'm just not gonna tell you the names of the people, and I'm gonna tell it real good too, and and I'm gonna see what parts excite you, what part interests you. Do you say, no, she didn't, or no, he didn't, or do you just be quiet? Like, I pay attention to all of that when I'm talking to people. I pay attention if you a thirst trap. I do as them straight up friends, family, and dating options. That's right. You getting cut, because I ain't got time to waste you in the space for other people. Honestly think my mom really loves me, but I think she stays close for the sake of my son. Oh yeah. Yeah. Listen. You said, okay, get out of my business. Uh-oh. People always want to take your energy and then leave you exhausted. Listen to me. Or they be like, okay, I'm going to tell you what I don't like. Lord forgive me. I don't like petty people. Right? And what I mean by that is, there's two types of petty for me. There's one petty where if you see me do something, then you going to try to do it back. That's just going to make me not talk to you, because we're not children. Right? So, like if I call you at 10 and you don't answer, okay? And then why are you always on my page looking at my skin is the question we need to be asking, Frank. You wouldn't see my skin if you don't come on my page. Why are you always looking at it? It's tantalizing, isn't it? I'm a single woman. I can show whatever I want to. Now, what I need to know is why you always looking at it. Tell me that answer. Because you wouldn't see it if you didn't come over here. God gave me skin, and so I'm going to show it. At some point in time, somebody you know had to show skin, or else you wouldn't be here either, sir. Your grandma and your mama. So, hush it. Why you don't ask her why she showed some? That's what I want to know. Let's ask a real question. Hell. Wonder what part of the skin she showed first. Anybody else? Before I get back to what I was talking about, we must have hit home on sorry ass niggas, because you spoke out about something that didn't have nothing to do with nothing. So that you wanted to get me distracted because we was talking about you, a hit dog holler now. Today might not be today. Back to what I was saying. Why do people come over here messing with me? Didn't I just talk about that today? I don't bother nobody. I don't be in nobody live asking them no questions about why they doing nothing. I just don't go over in there. It ain't mine. That was last week. This really me. It's a prop. It's a prop. Me too, Queen. Why don't... You know what? Petty. Do y'all see me bothering anybody? You niggas that know me for almost 3 years. Who do I be on the internet banging with? I halfway talk to the people that talk crazy under my post. I don't care what nobody else be doing. I be in my own life. I just want you to understand. None of your opinions or nothing. It ain't gonna change nothing I'm gonna do when I get off this internet. I don't bother nobody. You don't see me under nobody page telling them nothing. The Satanist or nobody. I don't say nothing to nobody. Y'all be like, you need to go follow CERCA TROVA or listen. I don't even tell people to come over here. I don't bother nobody. So I don't know why people feel like I'm just gonna let them come on over here and be trying to get under my skin. You ain't got nothing else better to do. We ain't even thinking about you at all. Ever. I will never think about you ever again in life. That's crazy. Listen, no, I don't stay in Queen's house. Queen stay in my house. And so then when she opened my door, I could see her. If she didn't open my door, I would not be able to see her. But she opens my door, so that's why I be able to see her. She gonna say you be in Queen's house. No, Queen be in my house. Is what be going on. And then for her to open the door, if she open the door right here, I can see her. I can see her. She can see me. She come over here messing with me. I do not be messing with her. If she didn't open my door, I would not be able to see her. Second, don't bother no one. I love the facial expressions and the throat chopping. Listen. You said I just want to know when she jumped out the chair what was going on, because I jumped too. Listen here. Listen, you said you was in Queen's home. You knew exactly what she was cooking because she opened the door and let me in. Y'all don't understand how this works. There's a few people I've been in their business, but they opened the door. They say, excuse me, are you busy? Can I talk to you for a moment? If they open the door and ask, can I talk to you for a moment, that doesn't just go for on here. Listen, let me tell y'all this. Before y'all say anything else, you said, you know what? Why do the part and all the exclamation point? Let me tell you something. Okay, let me tell you something. Did I or did I not tell y'all this is a reality? Who been here since the beginning? If you've been here since the beginning, I told you. I said when I start interacting with people, it's cool until I get to know all their business that they didn't tell me. How many times have I said that to y'all? I said they want to be my friend until they know I know their business. And I get to see in their house. I told y'all this. Did I or did I not? You said June 22 for me. And you heard me say this before. I said the reason that I don't have friends is because God allows me to see what they don't tell me, and it makes them uncomfortable. Well, me and Queen have never met. Me and Queen have never met in person. But it happens. It's happened to a couple other y'all too. So imagine being with me. Imagine being with me. It's even worse. That's why I don't. Because I don't want to see everything you do. All the girls you be under and over, sir. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see you caking on the phone because, yes, I can see it. I don't want to. And you're not going to call me crazy because it don't be wrong. It ain't been wrong since. Since I realized I had the gift. No. So that's one of the main reasons I don't date, because if you a liar, it's going to make me want to chomp you in your throat, because God's going to tell me the truth because I asked him to tell me the truth. And if I share myself with you, then I get to see what you do. And it's not a good thing if the person isn't doing things that make you feel good. And so then I get to, as a prophet, way before I knew I was a prophet, I didn't know, ask, hey, did this happen? They always get the same look. And then you're going to lie, shrug your shoulders down, try to calm yourself down, and say, man, you crazy. But sometime in the point between me and you breaking up or stopping talk, you're going to tell me the truth about what happened because I asked for the truth. And I'm going to tell you how they tell me without telling me. They say, man, I don't know how you always know. Well, you kept telling me I was crazy and I was lying and it was in my mind. But now how do I always know? That's right. All you got to say is, you always know. And they say it and don't even realize I be paying attention. And I be like, oh, okay. That mean all them dreams I had and when I was calling the phone or whatever was going on. You said tag me in. You know what? And hand me the sword. That part. Wait a minute. Is you on Queen's team or my team right now? Hold on. I might have just tagged in the enemy. Wait a minute. Which side is you fighting on? Hold on. Because I just told him, yeah, and I think he might be getting the sword from Queen. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me not speak too swiftly. Oh, yeah, no, never mind. Now, I figure, you see how the Holy Ghost caught that? I was agreeing to the enemy getting on my side, about to hand him the sword. I ain't handing you nothing. I ain't handing you nothing. See how they do me? You see? Mm-mm. I don't want no parts of it. I'm Dad's hidden ninja assassin. Dang! Not coming for... Wait a minute. I'm your sensei. One of them. You can't unalive your sensei. Wait a minute. Give me a sec. I'm the teacher. Wait. We supposed to be fighting on the same team. Never mind. It's okay. Listen. All I'm going to say is this, family. Finish both of them. Ain't that crazy? He get ready to get rid of both of us. Now, the blanket ain't good. You said it's just a pound of flesh. Ain't that something? I don't want no parts of it. This is... Listen. Now, because the air done came back on. I'm flashing as we speak, but one half of me is hot and the other half is cold. Y'all know how I go. My stomach is still sweaty and my underarms is too. But my feet is cold and my shoulders is cold. And all of my robes are in the dryer. I never went and got them out or the wash. One of the two. I think I either need to dry. I didn't do it. So there's that. And so then I don't have my robe. I really could put my, what's the name on it? Matter of fact, I'm going to do that. Give me one moment. If it's even in here, I think it's in my closet. I think it's in my closet. Hold on one second. We got us a hood shawl. But yes, I hope reading this Bible of y'all's and these books that we read, this our hood, y'all. Enzu, got us a hood shawl. You know what I'm saying? If I got to run to the store or something, I can get down through there, you know. My buns ain't even, so. But yeah, we got our hood shawl for the ladies that's, you know, going through the same thing I am. And they glow in the dark, of course, but I ain't put no batteries in this thing. Oh no, it ain't gonna be bright enough to do nothing. But yeah, they glow in the dark. Little Red Riding Hood and is. It's one of my favorite shows. I mean books. When people come on here trying CERCA, I be yelling, get on the way. Get on the way. Listen, I don't know why they come messing with... Definitely giving Mortal Kombat. Of course. Quit playing. And Will. Yes. You can wear it in the house. This a small. This a small. I mean, they cute. I think so. We got this in white and in black. We got them in white and in black. Yep. Anyway. So I didn't want nothing, family. I just been thinking a lot about character and, you know, that part. Thank you. Excuse me. I've been thinking a lot of, because, okay, can we take this somewhere else real quick? Just another place. Can we? Yeah. Y'all don't think that character is going to be important in this next stuff that's coming up? Y'all don't think that honest people are going to be needed in this next phase that we're getting ready to go through? You want all those shiesty people around that you was okay going in the store and boosting for you and all of that? You want them taking your stuff? You want the person that always says, yeah, I'm going to come by, yeah, I'm going to do it, and they never show up to come. Could that be vital in what all the things that are getting ready to happen right now? See, it didn't matter when the world was crazy. But you're going to need people. You can depend on their word and they mean what they say if you have to, okay. So I ain't just thinking about this for no reason. Because I can be dating and doing whatever, baby. I got to know that you about to be 10 toes down. Character lets you know who you can really trust. Exactly. So, see, everybody was tripping like, oh, CERCA, she just dated. I ain't talking about just dating. I'm talking about, because guess what? You don't know who, if they don't have good character when stuff is good, they definitely not going to have it when it's bad. If you can't get them to tell the truth when it's a minor thing, what you think they going to do right now? If they'll throw you under the bus right now, what you think they going to do in this next stage that we getting ready to go through? Yeah. What if it's a time limit that we have to do a certain thing before a certain group of others come around and we have to have it done by that time or it could cost us? What about that? What if you have to leave somebody in your house where your stash is? Can you trust when you tell a person, don't say nothing, that they're not going to tell somebody else? Because if you can't trust them now, you think you're going to be able to show them where your stash is and stuff is scarce, and you say, don't tell nobody, but I'm going to share with you. You think they not going to tell nobody? I know you see I'm in the middle of a conversation. I don't know why you think it would be okay to ask to do that. Thanks. It's a few and far between to let some, woo, well, honey, don't count on me with the time. Trust me to arrive late. Okay, Justice, but think about this. That could cost you a lot right now. You remember what we, okay, did y'all see what old boy said? I'm going to give y'all a scenario. Fast forward to a New World Order world where there are people patrolling your streets that are in very large vehicles with very large things that, bean bags on the front of them. Bean bag slings. Okay? What if you have to get to a place and get back before you are seen by a certain time? And there are people that have to drop something off to you so that the people that you are taking care of in a certain area can have what they need. Because if it's an assembly line, if one person on the assembly line ain't paying attention, it could back the whole line up or throw the machine off, and now production is down. Think about being in a relay race. You might have to be running while you handing off the baton. You ain't going to get to stop and give it to them and let them start. So character flaws, got to be working on them. Because if I say, hey, it's a truck coming at 6:30, you need to be there at 6:22 so you can see the dust, but don't come out before 6:27 because they going to throw it, and then you only got 3 minutes to get back up off the road. Before the next come around and know we here. You seen Left Behind, didn't you? Did you watch the other ones? Some things are gonna be time sensitive, y'all. Got your knee together at the doctor today. Good job, pumpkin. I'm happy you feeling better or whatever was going on with it. That's where that pop at attention. One word, few words. Because what if you can't trust the people around you? And I'm not trying to make everybody paranoid. I'm trying to help you understand that if a person's character is not good while things are pretty okay right now, because normally more stressful situations makes people only be more of what they already are. Right? Or no? If it's a bad situation and you already a thief, what you gonna do? You gonna think of a bigger thing to steal, a bigger risk to take. That's why I'm training for the Marines and all the armed services is so crucial. Oh, that's why training for the Marines and armed services is so crucial, because if they don't hit the mark in the time frame, the whole mission could fail. That part. Yeah, 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 yeah. This is it. See, do you know when to abort a mission? Do you know when to not go ahead and go? Or you just say F it and you just gonna go ahead and do it? See, those are the kind of people, that's why. What he say? For me, it was I'm ready to sign them papers. Papers. Because I don't trust you. You are not a solid person, and every time the stuff has gotten crazy, as soon as the boat start rocking, you jump out. Every time. And then once you see that it was only a little rock and I stir around the rock, now you hollering from the bank, come pick you up. Mm-mm-mm. Hey. Mm-mm-mm-mm. You come up missing every time we got to figure out a problem, come to a solution, and you leave me to come up with a solution, and then once it's solved, now here you go. Oh no, babe. Mm-mm. And I don't do friends that do that either. If you come up missing when I'm going through a situation, and then once you hear through the grapevine that my situation is better, then you try to, hey, I've been. Nope. Yes, Sarah. All of that. And Will out my window. Depending on who it is. Why is you over here trying to talk to me? I forgave you a long time ago. That's why I ain't worried about talking to you. Because if I still had ill feelings, I feel like I want to get my. I don't feel nothing. I don't even want to talk to you. I want you to go away. Thank you for showing me your character. Thank you for showing me you're not a trustworthy person. Thank you for showing me that you always looking out for you first. That's all I need to know. We are not a team if you always looking out for you. We will not ever be a team if you always looking out for you. Ever. That's friends and relationships. That's family too. If you only care about you, mm-mm. Baby, I can't do nothing with you. I'm trying to tell you, I don't want no parts of it. People be like, honey, I gotta take care of myself first. Delete. Because I always put my friends before me. I always put my family before me. I put the people I love in front of me. Always. I'm always going to do that. If it's not enough food, I'm just not going to eat. Like if we had a get together, if we was to have a meet and greet and we ran out of food, I'm not going to eat. I'm going to make sure everybody in the meet and greet got their food before I get anything. You hear me? And they talking about food is running low. I'm not going to eat nothing. You hear me? I'm not going to eat anything. I pray today I stop sighing when I see certain text messages come through. I'm not going to eat nothing. So the people that's always trying to get to the line first and push to the line first and, oh, I'm taking extra for me and, oh, I'm not worried about nobody but my bag. Okay. Well, somebody got to put that money in your bag. So what if the person that's helping you get to your bag say they're not worried about your bag, they only worried about theirs? You won't have a bag, honey. Which is why my plate would be hidden in the pillow side eye. Hilarious. You hear me? You hear me? What if somebody thought about that, like about your bag? Because somebody got to put something in your bag for you to get a bag. So if you only worried about your bag, what if the people that are putting stuff in your bag quit worrying about your bag? Then what? You won't have a bag. So that doesn't even make sense to only be worried about yourself. Especially not when you in business or in it. That doesn't make any sense. You shouldn't do that. I am talking. I know y'all be in my live now, so now I know you being rude. Y'all should have never told me that they have to be in my live and they know I'm talking to request to be in it. Y'all shouldn't have told me that. You gonna learn all manners over here, honey. All of them. I do not remember requesting to have nobody come in here. Good night. No, thank you. It'll be a lot of ruckus. Listen, this is something that you definitely need to be thinking about. Character is something that's going to be so important. You hear me? Character is going to be so important. Listen. Which is why I'm not running to be around a whole bunch of people. And it ain't that I don't, like, I be missing certain things, but I don't know. I'm like, Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm happy she's still with us. I'm happy she's still with us. God has given another day. That's a blessing. That's why we gotta thank God for stuff every day. Yeah. But like I said, you gotta test people's character. You know what I mean? You need to understand. Yes. You need to understand. You need to understand people's character. You need to understand why people do what they do. And in this space, it's definitely worth not necessarily testing people, but testing people. You hear me? Because you guys are already seeing a shift. Okay? Y'all already seeing a shift in the people that thought you was crazy. Now some of them don't think you as crazy. And now they got questions. Well, they already know that you have stuff because you've been telling them what to get. Right? And so the people that said to you, I'm just going to come to your house, you don't think they really going to come if they can? You said you was just talking to my husband, or you was just talking to your husband. It's a real thing. What if all the people that told you they just gonna show up at your house because you got your stuff show up? What you gonna do? And they not friendly. Why you make the sad face, B? You're not prepared for that? See, y'all don't. Okay. Uh-uh! Tanya said, hold up. Wait a minute. It's a chopper. Okay. Y'all probably think, why is CERCA talking about it? Because it could be a reality. I always want you to think about whatever it is, not stressing you out, but I want y'all to understand that these are real things. Listen, I love y'all, but we don't think about those kind of things. But because I hear a lot of times people saying, "Oh, whatever I don't got, I'm just going." Oh, okay, okay. And I'm gonna be honest with that man talking about civil war. They keep talking about it's about to be a civil war, civil war, civil war, civil war, civil war, civil war. Even with this stuff with Sonia Massey. What do you mean? Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know why they think folks just about to let them come take stuff. I don't know. So, remember, I don't know if y'all saw it, but I guess Sonia Massey was one of the last people unalived, or he was unalived. One of her family members, like during the olden days. I want to say he was like killed by the KKK or somebody. Somebody, the white folks, the police, somebody. He was killed by somebody. He was like a civil rights leader or somebody like that. Her grandfather. Now, I want to show y'all something. Who been watching Evil? Who been watching Evil? Y'all been watching Evil? You watch it? Now this young man, I don't know his name because I guess I didn't screenshot that part, but y'all probably know his face. That's what the police had on his arm. Where do we know that from? That is what the police had on his arm. Y'all see it? All them angel symbols, all them sigils from. Was there or was there not an episode about this on Evil? Y'all remember the sacrifices that had to happen for the Antichrist to come to power? Y'all remember all that they was doing, and all of the houses were getting together and getting their stuff in order. Y'all remember? They was with the police and everything, wasn't they? In the show. Ain't this one of the sigils we saw? Is it not? And wasn't they all on a place where normally you wouldn't be able to see them? Wasn't they? Told you. It's a whole bunch of Christians that's going to see that symbol and just think it got something to do with the people that hate, the other people. They don't even know that that symbol has such a deeper meaning. It's all angelic symbols. It's all magic symbols, okay? All of it is. It's all the angel symbols from our lovely, this book right here. It's a few of our books. It's pieces of these. Of all the different angelic symbols that's in here, they're all in this tattoo. Different ones, and they all have a certain meaning and a certain angel name. Isn't that interesting? And she had the discernment and rebuked him. Wouldn't be surprised if the nigga eyes turned black when he said what he said. That's why he immediately got mad. Because the spirit of red rum and hate was definitely racing through that man. And he marked himself with fallen angel symbols. Interesting. They said he had 4 other jobs before that one. That was his 5th time being hired. 5 is grace. So ain't no telling what he did at the other jobs. That God gave that man grace to change. And on the 5th time, he thought he was going to get away with it again. And God said, Another reason why I tell you, you need to be anointing your doors. And the door handles. And the windows. And everything else, and asking God to put warring angels on the inside of your house. Do you understand? I just told someone that she knew he had demonic tendencies. That's why she rebuked him. The demon got mad and pulled the trigger and did. And he had all the who toes wiggling? Be honest. For my people that was not scared to go watch Evil and you seen it, is your toes wiggling right now that exactly what we've been watching in the show that played out in real time on TV every time it don't fail? So you scared to see what's happening in real life? Oh, okay. Well, I know I ain't going to be able to use you. Because you scared to see what I said. I don't know why they don't want to see it. It's really happening in their face, and then boom, it ain't even been a good. And right there, they got the symbols Or the fallen angels on them. Interesting. The magic symbols. And I bet you he go to church. How much you want to bet he got a church that he go to? With them demonic symbols. I'm trying to tell y'all. See, this is why symbols are important. This is why y'all TT, cousin, auntie, sister is here. Because most of America don't know what them symbols mean. They have no idea. They ain't pay no attention to them. And don't even realize they all around them everywhere. Okay, Keish. He the pastor in the church. He a he's not a pastor, is he? That police? I don't think he's a pastor. Not cussing. Well, never mind. I'm not a pastor, but I'm a teacher. I don't think he's a pastor. But there are pastors that do have them, I'm sure. Oh, you think, oh, okay. I was going to say, I don't think he's a pastor. But it is police that's pastors, which is crazy to me, but whatever. You said I wouldn't believe that if I saw him with the robe on, right? So okay. So let's just talk about that though. Some of y'all felt like I was doing y'all wrong by asking y'all to go and watch this show. But so many things that have even happened in that show since we started watching it. And we just started watching it, like the end of last year, beginning of this year. It had been out since whenever. Starting to feel more and more like I'm in a video game. That part, now you feel my life. 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 Remember I told y'all God had me go study on something, go read something, go look into something, and before I know it, that very thing is on the news. Y'all remember I tell y'all this? I said, God has me study things. And whatever he had me pay attention to, it's about to be in the news. Evil. You said I watched it twice, might be a third time. Yep, you gotta pay attention. There are so many jewels in that show. They be telling you the truth because people don't believe it. So I can tell you the truth. If you don't believe it, you don't believe it anyway. So what does it matter if I'm telling you the truth or not? You don't believe it until it show up in your face. I was anxious, but I prayed and started watching, and my eyes are so wide open. I'm trying to tell you. Make you think about the statement demon seed now, don't it? We never thought about where the word demon seed came from, but we'll call a kid a demon seed in a minute. Didn't know that fallen angels, that's what they was doing. The Nephilim are demon seeds, if you want to call them that. And they tore up everything that they touched. They destroyed everything. It didn't matter if it was nobody else. They'll go up and push people down, take their stuff, drink their juice, eat their food. Oh, okay, so I guess they thing is still running there. Yeah, I don't say that, but people do. But yeah, they do say they on demon time. Yeah. When I saw the symbols, yeah, on the map. Who about to go back and really be looking at the symbols like this now? Y'all about to go back and watch it and open the symbols up. I watch alone because I stop and take notes in some classes, then research. Yeah, right then. I already know. They filmed some episodes at your college? Where did you go? Really? Look at us. We be connected to all the good stuff, honey. And what college did you go to? Right. Everybody like, what college? What college you go to? We about to find out. Look at everybody with the eyes. I'm looking too. My eyes isn't a... We did. Thank you, Chris. We waiting on the answer right now, though. College of Mount St. Vincent in Yonkers, New York. It was a Catholic school, so it makes sense. Oh! God is so good to us. He be giving us the answers in real time, honey. College of Mount St. Vincent in Yonkers. I've been to Yonkers too. It was a Catholic school, so it made sense. We didn't know where it was gonna come out in, and we didn't have to go look at no videography or whatever you want to call it, the movie stuff. We know exactly. Well, come on in, Dad. Hey, cousin. Look at that. We know where it is now. Oh, I love it. That's cool. That is so freaking cool. My toes is wiggling like this. Oh, man, that's cool. Look at how God be doing us. He be giving us the information back to back to back to back to back to back to back. Oh, man. No, we're not. They have a Catholic, what you call it? Curriculum. You got to say prayers and stuff. My school was both Catholic and private. Pretty cool. Y'all, God be giving me my little, these be these little golden nuggets that be making me want to keep going every day. When he do stuff like that, you know, it make you feel special. It do. That he care enough to give you the information. Yes. I just told you. One teaches a Catholic curriculum and one don't. It's a Catholic school, so they're going to teach a Catholic curriculum. They teach everything else, but they put the Catholic doctorate in there. It's a Catholic school. Ooh-wee. So, okay. I know, it'd be crazy. They be hiding me from the world. It's all right, because what we talk about be on the news over here. They film Power and Law and Order there, too. The campus is gorgeous and creepy. Quit playing, because my daughter's just going to love. Honey, I am a Law and Order fan, honey. There's not an episode of Law and Order that I have not seen, old or new, except for the West Coast ones. I don't watch them. But anything filmed in New York, anything got anything to do with Olivia and all of them, and the old one, oh, baby, I done seen them all a million times over. Yeah. SVU, all of it. Criminal Intent, Organized Crime, all of them. Honey, I can watch Law and Order, well, not as much anymore, but all day I would go to sleep to it. Now I have to be real murder mysteries. I can't go to sleep to that anymore. I have to go to sleep to a real murder mystery or I won't go to sleep. And I know that sounds horrible, but if I can't even just watch a comedy and go to sleep, it will irritate me. But if I hear something about when he was nigga be knocked out, you hear me? It can play over and over and over again. If they talking about why somebody unalive somebody, I need to understand, then I can sleep peacefully. I need to know the answers. I need to know the answers, honey. I need to know about blood splatter, transfer DNA, fibers, and how long did it take? What did they use? And why did the animals come over there and start eating the body? And then, why they hurry up and burn them and didn't give them no autopsy? Like, I need to know all of that. I wish I knew the episode number, but it's SUV. Olivia was investigating a professor assaulting one of his students, and it was in the main building, and our class was in Newer or older? Season like 15 or what? I don't know why it's given season 15, but I'll have to go back and look. I don't know them all by heart, but baby, let me tell you something. I can find out for you. That always gives it to us in real time. This is amazing. It do be. Y'all, we got a dope school over here for real. I mean, if you think about it, in all honestly, we have a super dope school. God gives us so much. And to other people, like, they like, why is they excited? We excited because we excited. That's why we excited. Don't worry about why we excited. Don't worry about it. But we be happy about the information we get over here. You don't have to be happy about it, honey. But we be happy. You hear me? And now we got somebody in our class that actually went to two of the shows for sure, honey, are my favorites. Our joy is different, baby. You said it. But why would God just tonight let this? You know, come on. I love it. I don't want another whatever it is. Like, we use our internet for the real reasons. My iPhone refuses to log on, and I'm getting the comments, but I can't get into class. Luckily, I have my Android. That's why you should never give up on Android. Don't ever give up on an Android. That's telling you something. You need to listen. You need to go on and listen. Keeps me an Android. Matter of fact, I got two. keeps me an Android, honey. Androids is built different. It is. I didn't watch no Oval Awful speech. I don't do it. You said fits my face. No. Because here's one and the other one's in there on my bed, honey. These are, I got Apple devices now for this, but for my personal use, oh no. Yeah. Even my computer is basically, it's a Microsoft, but hell, they out too. So, oh God. Listen. Season 6, episode 8. Pretty cool. Okay. Forbidden fruit, apple funk. Listen. Y'all do understand that the stuff that applies to like that kind of stuff is going to be over there. And America is the whore, not the leader of it. America. Y'all realize that? America is the whore. We've whored ourselves out to every continent. We've whored our army out to every continent. We've aborted our babies on every continent. We've unalived them, taken them from this earth. America's the great whore, honey. She been in bed with everybody and ain't loyal to nobody, not even her own citizens. Come on. It's not a person. It's not a person. It's a place. This place. Yeah. There's no other country that has been in as many beds as America. Sad to say. We the only people that didn't act like we was friends with everybody and then turned around and took all that stuff, killed all their kids or whatever else we did and left. Do it everywhere we go. She didn't do that thing back to everybody. She said, what you got for me? How much you got? How many diamonds you got? How much oil you got? How much timber you got? We need your stuff. Oh no, I'll be back, I promise. I'm just gonna go here and talk to your friend real quick. U.S. of A. Using and selling her to everybody that'll take it. Trying to tell you, baby. I'll be loyal long as it's here. That's what she said. I know that's right. Look, somebody put this up there and said, "This is what I mean when I say I want a snack." That. That's what I want when I say I want a snack. If you come to me in the middle of the night, you don't even gotta be on a plate. Make it look like this. I'ma smile and feel the heat on my nose and go on back to sleep. Promise you. See, this is the way to my heart. This right here. That's a good piece of fish. You could look at it and tell now. You could change the bread to wheat, but this right here, this is what is the I can see the crispiness on the fish. Look at that. Ooh, I know it tastes good. I know it tastes good. I know what to do. Look at it. Look at that. Baby, if you want to get me all excited, fry me some fish and put a little hot sauce on it with a pickle on the side like that. That'll do it. You want to keep me interested? Keep bringing stuff like this and put it in my face. You ain't gonna have to talk about nothing. You said don't let my grandbaby see me do that. Yeah, I told somebody today she called me big bag. I still can't get over that. And my daughter gonna say she didn't lie. I'm gonna punch you in your throat too. You can't even say your name all the way, but you can call your grandma big bag. Big bag, big bag. I said, what did she say? She said, what did you say? She said, big bag, and didn't stutter and chuckled after she was done. Listen. No, you didn't. Yes, she just turned 2 last month. Called me big bag and sang it and then was cracking up saying it the second time. Listen here. The part that killed me is I had just walked in the kitchen. I had just walked in the kitchen. And you call me a big back little girl? I'm not buying you nothing for Christmas. I'm not buying you I'm going to buy you a lump of coal for Christmas. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy her a lump of coal. Yeah. Out of the mouth of babes, yep. And in the hand of babes is going to be a lump of dang coal. That's what's going to be. Bet y'all don't get you nothing. She called me big bag, babe. I can't believe that. It be your own kids and grandkids. Listen, my grandson told me I have a big back for a few years now. Now he told you to have a big back for a couple of years. Girl, I'm sick of these kids. Sick of them. You said I would have cried laughing. Listen, he's 7. Yes, baby. They really, between 7 and 11, they hurt your feelings real good. 6. Between kindergarten, when they start realizing people are different. Me and my daughter just talked about it the other day. She was in the first grade. And I cut all my hair off. And had like a Jimmy Neutron. I showed y'all like a Jimmy, when the little Jimmy Neutron faux hawk thing was in. And I had my dude, he carved all the designs and the size. And I had shaved it. So when she went to school, I had a long blonde sew-in. When she came home, when I went to pick her up, I didn't have no hair. She was looking at me. And she was looking at her friends because they were all standing there in in the pickup line. And I was like, come on, fatty, get in the car. And she's like, so I get out and go get her. She's like, I said, what's wrong with you? Her eyes started tearing up. And she was like, you're not my mom. You're my dad. She said, everybody's going to think you're my dad, not my mom. She was so upset. Baby, she started crying, honey. She did not want to talk to me for like 2 weeks. She said, they're going to think you're my dad, not my mom. Where's your hair, Mom? She was so embarrassed. She looked back like, I don't even want my friends to see you. My hair was dope, baby. I was clean. She said, you are not my mom. You are my dad. I said, no, she didn't. She called me her daddy and was embarrassed. She didn't want nobody to see me. She said, can you put a hat on? No, you didn't, Heifer. This hairstyle is cute. She was like, nah, I don't know you, lady. I don't know who you are, but where is your hair? Yes, baby. She said they gonna think you my dad. We was just laughing about it the other day when my daughter was 8. I was hugging my husband and she started crying and said she wants me to be a peasant. No, she said she wants you to be a peasant. Baby, she said she was hugging her husband and her daughter said she wanted her mama to be a peasant. Baby, I don't trust them. I do not trust no kids as far as they are mean, and that's why I talk to them the way that I do. You ain't about to keep hurting my feelings. And ain't. You was not about to keep hurting my feelings, no. I'ma hurt you. We all gonna be in here with hurt feelings. All of us. So I do want to show y'all something that I meant to show y'all earlier that I'm gonna get off real quick. Baby, well, at this time, she had hair to her waist that was hers. Her hair was to her waist when she was 5 years old. So, she was looking at me like, her hair, when I pressed it out, it was to her waist. So, she wasn't going for none of that, baby. She was sad. Like, I can't have no bald head mama now. Get you some hair. I went and got me a weave about 2 weeks later because she was not going to talk to me. She was not fooling with me for nothing. I went on and got me some tracks and put them in there for her because you is not about to keep walking around me looking like I'm a stranger. You said be grateful her vocabulary wasn't fully formed. Oh, it was. Oh, no, honey. My kids talk very early, and they spoke in complete sentences very, 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 very. People used to trip because they was barely 18 months, and they'll tell you, I want a sandwich. And not no baby talk. They spoke in real words. Oh, yeah. They been talking crazy. They been talking crazy. I got a video of my third kid. She was 15 months. She walked up to my mama. We was outside playing in the snow, and she said, I'm wet. I need you to change me. My mama got it on video. She was 15 or 16 months, and she said, I'm wet. I need you to change me. My mama said, what? She said, I'm wet. I need you to change me. Yeah. My mama has it on video, honey. We was in Indianapolis playing in the snow, making a snowman. She walked straight up to my mama and said, I'm wet. I need you to change me. And my kids is only 13. My youngest two was only 13 months apart. And my youngest daughter was like 2 months. So she was 15 or 16 months. And she walked straight up to my mom and said, I'm wet. I need you to change me. Yes, baby. The nerve. And this your baby I'm talking about. Why you talking about the nerve? It's the one that act just like you. She act just, yeah. My mama got the, my kids, they was talking. I told y'all they was cooking by the time they was 4 and doing laundry. There was no time to be a baby at my house. You got that first year out. Once you can go in and dump a basket out, you about to start putting clothes in the dirty clothes basket. If you can stand up, you hear me? You already know what it is. When you go and bring me the diaper and you need to be on the potty. Yeah. They'll walk up to you and say, change me. It's not a game. I'm wet. I did not play that goo goo gaga stuff with my kids. Even when they couldn't talk, you crawling, you could point at what you want. So I will open the refrigerator and I say, tell me what you want. And they crying. I'm like, if you cry, I'll just close the refrigerator. I don't understand that. You better point to what you want or you're not getting nothing out of here. My kids was talking early. By 2, they was talking like they was probably 4 or 5 years old. There was no baby talk. That part, my 1-year-old talking, taking dirty clothes to the laundry room. I'm trying to tell you, as soon as you can walk, I'm putting your ass to work. I'm not. You ain't about to be tearing up my house and don't do nothing. My son was 2 years old. He could clean his room, put all his toys in, make his bed and everything. I'm not doing that. And I only had one kid at that time. I didn't even have my other child yet. Yeah, my son was 2 years old. He had a little fake vacuum. He would vacuum his little Dalmatians rug. He would make his bed. You know where to put his toys up. I'm not doing that. I didn't tear it up, so I'm not cleaning it up. Yeah. I am not your slave. I'm your mama. I'm supposed to teach you how to take care of yourself, and we started early. Soon as you could learn colors, you was sorting clothes. What you mean? I didn't go in there and pull all them clothes at the closet playing dress up. You did. Sort all the pinks, all the blues, all the purples. Put them in order, and then we gonna go put them in this washing machine. Ain't nobody doing that. My son is 7 and made us some eggs this AM. They were good too. I'm trying to tell you, Renee, my kids was cooking. I'm not about to be doing. I'm not. You. Anyway. You is not about to be working me, and I gotta go to work too. No, we're not doing any of that. They knew how to get. I put all their snacks down in the bottom of the refrigerator. They knew how to go in there and get cheese sticks. They know how to go in there and get a yogurt or whatever. They knew how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I'm not doing that. Girl, I'm not doing that. That makes for entitled kids. You hear me? That makes for entitled kids. At 12, your mama should not be doing your laundry. You should be doing your mama laundry at 12. RWOIU album is going to be lit. Big bag to get a snack. Catch us outside learning it. You know what, Mari? Learn about that and you come in there. You know what? I'm over it. You need to be going and throw my clothes in the washing machine and get them out the dryer. What you mean? I gotta cook and work and clean. Mark, ain't nobody fooling him. To those of you that have this book, real quick, because I'm about to get off. Get your nephew. To those of you that have this book, I encourage you to go read the War Scroll again. You hear me? I encourage you to go read the War Scroll again. You hear me? It's the Dead Sea Scrolls. The Dead Sea Scrolls. That's the book. When I tell y'all, okay, who remembers the weapon that Israel just used recently? Do y'all know what it's called? To stop the missiles. Do y'all know? What? That's one of them. That's one of them. David's slingshot. One of their things to knock down missiles is called David's slingshot, right? The last war of Armageddon mentions the slingsmen. And it also mentions David and Goliath in here. It also mentions the Nephilim. Talks about them coming back at the end times. The weapons that Israel have right now that they just put in, they're mentioned in here, but not in the same way. It talks about at the end of war, Israel's going to have slingmen and how they have to use this slingshot or whatever. Okay, well, they just got a thing called David's slingshot, right? And then they have the Iron Dome. That's referenced in here, but in a different way. You'll have to understand. And I'm like, oh my God, I was reading it today. I said, oh. It said, this is the war scroll. This is Armageddon now. Y'all see it. If you got the book, you know. This is the war scroll. This is about Armageddon, right? And you see right here it says, the trumpet shall blow continually to direct the slingmen until they have completed hurling 700 times. Now, what's crazy about that is I wonder how many missiles was slung over Israel when they was attacking them from all sides. What if it was 700 missiles? Because they was coming like crazy. What if in that time when they were being pummeled over those couple of days, what if it was 700 missiles? And the slingshot, right, is what was stopping the missiles in midair. Also, probably tomorrow. So if y'all read over it tonight, we might do it tomorrow. It's a couple different things I wanted us to check on. So I probably will save it for tomorrow's class. But at least if y'all go read some of it. Now, it's a long read. Don't just read through it. Take your time. Don't rush. But it's a very interesting book. And you can see who's getting up with who. And it's very interesting why they don't want us reading this here book. Oh, it's okay, Punky. You know you can watch it later. We wasn't talking about nothing. We was just laughing, and it wasn't nothing serious. We didn't even bring up no books until right now. You ain't missed nothing. I just was talking to y'all because I was bored. Not saying that I'm only talking to y'all because I'm bored, but I didn't want to color. I didn't want to watch TV. Yes, you can, Bree. So I need y'all to read the War Scroll. It's about Armageddon. They talk about the gods coming back. Who was the gods again? Who was the gods? Huh? Who was the gods? The fallen angels and their children. The sons of light and the sons of darkness is what this war is about. And in this scroll, it talks about the Nephilim coming back. Okay? And them fighting. And it talks about the angels and how many are going to come. And when the men go up, the angels are going to go up with them. This is a very interesting story. You can get it online. Just type in the War Scroll. They might have it on Sacred Text. I don't know for sure if they do or not, but just look on there. It's probably on there. You can get a download of this. You can get a download of this. Just look in the War Scroll. Christine, girl, if you don't go to your... Christine. Tell me what's in the front of this book where you can answer that question yourself, girl. All right. You... Girl. The War Scroll. Y'all gonna go looking from now on. You hear me? You're gonna go looking. I'm new. I love your vibe. Oh, come back, Pumpkin. We got over 1,000 classes on YouTube if you want to, acclimate yourself, because I can be a bit much. Right? But I hope you stay. It's a great time. It's normally a lot more than this, but we got classes on YouTube so you can kind of get yourself used to us, because it's a different type of place over here. And Christina, you know I love you. I told y'all I'm about to start. Y'all is not freshmen no more. I love you. Y'all not freshmen no more. I do not gotta be I didn't get Y'all talking about when I graduate. Well, you tell me when y'all gonna graduate. You said a bit. Get y'all cousin. That's where I'm about to go. Because I can feel a side eye coming. I can feel one coming from this side when I said I'm a bit much. She gonna say a bit much. Get y'all cousin. The good outweighs the bad. The throat chops. Listen. My little cousin came to class. Finally sowed a seed again. It's been a while. It's okay. I'm excited. And I wasn't even in rare form today. Y'all gotta show them today's class earlier. I didn't have me some libations on this evening, so I just needed to relax a little bit, because sometimes it just be like all of this information that's coming out. And then Mari said that he's starting to feel like we live in a video game, and I want to second that, because now y'all see why I said sometimes it's hard for me to watch TV, especially the news. Because when I watch the news, I've already written a lot of it down, or I've already seen it in my dreams. The energy do be heavy. It do, especially on me. Because people, I'm going to be honest, people just feel like I'm just supposed to. I had a whole conversation for about 8 hours the other day. And I was able to pour out all of my emotions that I'm normally not able to pour out. And I was able to talk about things that I don't get to talk about a lot, and it was very healing for me. Very, very healing for me, because I don't normally get to be vulnerable with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody expects me to be so strong and know the answers. And that's not even just on here. This is in my personal life. Everybody that call my phone call for advice. And even if they don't say they're calling for advice, by the time we get off the phone, they're going to be and came up with a solution or ask me a question about what I think. And I really don't be wanting to think nothing. And if I say, then they be mad. Yes, I have epilepsy and I've been having episodes. It's been a while since I have. Okay. Have you read the Testament of Solomon? I need you to pray against the three-pronged spirit. You hear me? I'm going to show you something. Have you already seen this? I'm about to show you. I need you to take a screenshot of this. All of this right here. Anybody dealing with epilepsy, this is if you have anybody that know, like, nonverbal, or they have hearing loss or anything like that, this right here. You're welcome. Now, you don't got to throw out no demon, because Jesus already did that. But you can know the name of the spirit that is causing your sickness. You can know that, because the doctors say they don't know where epilepsy comes from. They say it's a neurological disease. That book says, no, it's a spirit, an evil spirit, and it attaches to people in their youth. Like when they're born and stuff. I don't know. You can check and see. That spirit says that you said, yeah. Isabel said, that's the one right there, that one. Yeah. That's why I said listen, it would be a lot of people that wouldn't be running back and forth to the doctors if they had these books. And this is why they outlawed them, because most of the Catholic churches own the hospitals. And they need blood and organs for their rituals. And so if people had these books, No, we don't throw no salt over our shoulder. What are you talking about? We don't do witchcraft over here. That's divination, honey. No. We don't need no divination. Mm-mm. I don't know, Pumpkin. You got your books? You got your books? Yeah, that's divination. You got your books, Miss Glenda. You got the tools. You got to go looking for them. They in there somewhere. It's in there somewhere. You got to go and look in. My aunt said my grandma was bipolar and drank a lot. Well, I don't drink. My sister does. It's okay. Bipolar means two minds, which means that's another mental illness. This is a book you need to get if you don't have it. The only thing that's going to keep bad spirits off of you for real, is the Holy Ghost. Anything other than that, not the salt. Yeah, we don't mess with, that's all witchcraft, honey. We don't do none of that. Okay, but you might just have to be the intercessor. So you might not be able to show her any of this. You need to learn for you so you can help heal her and don't say nothing. You hear me? Because if she's depressed, that means it's something she holding on to. Have y'all got her to where she could just really be open and tell you whatever it is? Because whenever she feel like she can let it go, then she don't got to hold on to it. You hear me? Yeah. So you have got to get into spiritual warfare. Okay. Remember these books is don't help you. That's why I told y'all need to read these books. These two books help with spiritual warfare for real. These two books, and don't just read them. Take your time and study these books. This book right here is the truth. You hear me? This is a book on these. This book tell how the medical community be full of demons and witches and warlocks. This one tell you how demons get in, and then you be thinking they sicknesses. And I think you can get both of these in an ebook right now on like Google Books or something like that. You can get the downloads of these books. So if you don't want to buy it like hard copy and you want to take it with you, you can get both of these on okay, I found it. You girl, I knew you was gonna find it. That's why I didn't tell you where it was. Cause you got the book. I knew you was gonna find it. That's why I just looked at you like that. Like, is you really asking me that question, girl? You got the table of contents? No. You say, yes, Gary, I'm learning how to implement my beliefs in the medical workplace right now. Because everything that they tell you is ICU psychosis is really demons coming to the surface. And it's a trip once you realize that, isn't it? It's a trip once you understand spiritual warfare, and then you go into places like hospitals and you know that them demons know you coming, and they'll speak to you. They'll let you know that I done dealt with it plenty of times. I'm trying to tell you. But you're not a threat to them if you're like, oh, the sickness. No, I go in there rebuking demons immediately, because one of the things you need to realize is this: when you go back and you read the Bible, God most times called the evil spirit out, and then the person was healed. Or he told them, your sins be forgiven thee. Well, the reason he said that is because the sin is why the sickness was able to stay. You hear me? When he forgave them of their sins, the demons didn't have nowhere to go. So they had to leave, because sin allows demons to squat in your soul. And they become the people that we see on Airbnb that move in, they pay that little fee, and then they don't move out. And then the person got to go through all of this to get them out. They walking around all creepy in a person's house, and you don't want them there, but they stay there anyway. But there's nothing you can do to get them to leave because you didn't know what you was signing up for. All you got to do is think about an Airbnb rental person that don't want to leave, and that's exactly how spirits do. They walking through your house. They not paying no rent. They not paying for nothing. They tearing up what you've built, what you've made strong. Yeah, and they make this situation worse always. Because I'm losing out on money if you here and you're not paying nothing. and you're not going to pay anything, and they saying I can't evict you for 30 days. Well, I could have had 100 rentals in 30 days. You know what I mean? Or whatever else it is. So at least 30. I don't really know how the whole Airbnb thing works, but you see what I'm saying? I could have made plenty of money, but you here and I'm not making none. And I got to pay to get you out. You said worst roommate ever. I'm trying to tell you. Yes, blessing your home helps, but that don't, okay. What's in your house is different from what's in you. There are things in your character that you just think you always been like that, and you don't know that there was something that happened to you as a kid, and that demon has been incubating it, and then it just grew with you, so you don't know it's you. Like bipolarism. Most bipolar mean two minds. Well, how you got two if it's only one brain? That doesn't make any sense. That means there is something else there. There is another entity as to why you have two minds. Nobody's born with two brains that I know of. Now, I'm sure it may have happened on a fluke or something, but for the most part, you're born with one brain, which means you should have one mind, period. And the Bible and the medical community agree. The Bible says a double minded man is unstable in all his ways. And the medical community says bipolar is mental illness, which means you're sick. So the Bible says if you got two minds, you sick. And the medical community says if you got two minds, then you're sick. That's why they give you medicine for bipolarism or whatever you want to call it. Like, because it's a sick mind. The mind is not healthy. If it was healthy, it would only be one. You hear me? You understand? So the Bible and the health community say the same thing, but you gotta. Books like this help you understand that they don't know as much as they say, and they still guessing. But when you understand spiritual warfare, then you understand this so much better. And how you supposed to get better if all your medicine is named after evil spirits, but your church won't let you study demonology so that you can go and look at all of the demon names, and then you can understand. And okay, so if my medicine is named after demons, and the Bible says that when one demon gets in, okay, um, I'm sorry, people just be typing crazy stuff. If one spirit gets in, it brings seven more detrimental than the first. That's what the Bible says, right? What happens when you get your pill bottle for your medicine? When you get your prescription, what else is on that prescription besides what's in the bottle? Not a refill. The side effects. And the side effects cause more damage than help than the one pill, right? Than the one, whatever your prescription is, it could be just for sleep. But taking the medicine for sleep, the side effects are more detrimental than what you needed to get healed from. Well, that's exactly what the Bible says. So when you take a medicine that's named after an evil spirit, the exact same thing happens. You could want to unalive yourself, unalive someone. You start barking like a dog. You start twitching. Your eye ain't working. Your kidney shut down. Oh, that's what happened. So the same thing. They give you one prescription, but there's a million side effects that could affect your body and make you worse off. And that's crazy because the medicine is named after evil spirits. So the Bible and the medical community, again, they agree. Take this one pill for sleep, but your kidney might shut down, your throat might close. If you start feeling like you about to stop taking the medicine immediately because the demons is working. They working. We just want to make sure it works. The demons is working. They're working. Same thing. So sin allows an evil spirit to get in, but witches gonna take every advantage they can, huh? Yeah, you said, yep, blood pressure medicines make your throat close. Other ones do too. There are men that have taken blood pressure pills that are not on hormones and they start growing breast, like full breast. Why would a blood pressure pill make me grow breast as a male? It's for my blood pressure. Why am I growing breast? And this is a proven fact. Medical studies, you can go look it up. How do you get a spell from a witch off you? Ooh, now, I don't know. First of all, you have to ask God for forgiveness for whatever the reason. And then the Holy Ghost still work, y'all. Witchcraft is not more powerful than God, because you realize that they're using God's stuff to do magic. When you understand magic and you understand that they're using that power to go against God, but you can't take what he created and use it against him, it won't work. That's what the Bible tells you to be covered. Like a good story for you to read, Brittany, is the story of Joseph and Asenath. So if you have these books, in this book, in book 2, is the story of Joseph and Asenath. The Memphis woman, honey, she was the witch. She was trying to put that thing on him. Lie, say he was her son and everything. She's going to kill her husband. Well, she wanted that meat. But anyway, the Memphis woman, she went and got some real spells, but they didn't work on Joseph. So that's a good story for you to read. Joseph and Asenath. In the book 2 of your OTP. No. Well, you got to read the story of Joseph and Asenath, or it's either, it might be the Testament of Joseph. It's the Testament of Joseph. It's the Testament of Joseph, I think. I think it's the Testament of Joseph and not Joseph and Asenath. It's the Testament of Joseph. So it might be in book 1. It might be in book 1. I think it is in book 1. Yeah. So, but honey, you talk about that Memphis woman, and she had some love potions, and she had spiked his food and all kind of stuff. And he said, "I'm gonna eat it in your face, just so you know." It ain't gonna work, honey. The power of God is more powerful than that. Your faith. Oh yes, it is a juicy story. Very juicy. My aunt is in ICU right now because her doctor prescribed her 2 different blood pressure pills. She is 75 and they have slow walked her down. Wow. Yeah, they doing us dirty. Keish? The Testament. So with that, it's in the 12 Patriarchs. That book is in the 12 Patriarchs, so it will be in the first one. But you can read both. They're still good. Which is so crazy because one of the women was the complete opposite of the Memphis woman. Asenath was. It was a very powerful story. One woman wouldn't stop. Both of the women wasn't going to stop at nothing to get what they wanted, but it's how they went about it. Right? I had a conversation with someone and they were taking over 30 medications. When do you say no? I was thinking to myself. Because they've been told the doctor no better. I told y'all what happened with my daughter. The doctor, when she was first pregnant, she was in her first round. I don't even think she was 7 or 8 weeks. She kept throwing up. And they gave her a medicine. And she was going to take it. And I said, you need to read the back of that prescription before you take it and you in your first trimester. She was like, Mom, the doctors know, blah, 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 blah. I said, you need to go look up the side effects for the baby, not for you. And that medicine that they gave her, I told y'all, it could have caused the baby to have spinal bifida. One of the side effects, one of the first side effects of Mom taking that medicine was her baby being born with her spine on the outside of her body. How is that okay to not throw up? And she called me back. She called me back because I was here. She called me back and was like, oh my God, Mom, I can't believe my doctor would give me that pill, blah, 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 blah. I said, I told you. You have to read, but most people don't read. If the doctor prescribe it, well, what if your doctor is like Dr. Kevorkian? Or like the police officer, that they got a thrill out of having power over people's lives. See, y'all be putting y'all hands on people's lives. I don't trust people like that. I don't care if you is a doctor. Because the same doctors that told my mom that I had cervical cancer at 12 or something cancerous cells and was chopping on my cervix, Told my mom I would never have kids. I got 4, and if I didn't have these tubes out, I probably had 20. So you can't believe them. They need tissue, they need cells, they need something to practice on, and their bodies ain't gonna work. I had cancer, stopped all the meds, and I could eat again and healed in 6 months. I'm trying to tell you. Say it again. You said you had cancer. You quit taking the meds, and then you could eat, and then you was healed. Oh, in real life. In real life, a lot of people that don't take the medicine and be like, nah, I'm not doing it. Not every situation, but a lot of them, the medicine make you worse. I told you I gave them 1 shot at my baby. I said, y'all giving her 1 shot of chemo, 1 shot of radiation. After that, it's in God's hands. And it's been in God's hands ever since, and he healed my baby. I said, y'all not about to play lab rat with my daughter? Talking about y'all can mess up her ability to have kids and stuff. No, I'm not letting y'all play with my baby like that. I wish you would. I don't trust y'all. I read every single medication, all the side effects. They thought I was in medical school. They thought I had went to medical school. No. God already had me studying on some stuff before you get. You're not playing lab rat with my kid. I told y'all one of my cousins, her son, she didn't know that they was giving her baby cancer meds for his condition until he was like 10. And he passed at 15. They never told her they was giving her baby cancer meds. They kept telling her they was giving him experimental drugs, is what they kept saying. Whole time they was giving him super, 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 super strong chemotherapy. Like crazy strong stuff they hadn't even tested on people before. And her baby passed away at 15. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to eat me some cheesecake and get in my bed. It is. Excuse me. Ugh. Oh, thank you, Miss Diaz. This is the thing, family. You said, yummy. Listen, yes. Come on back, girl. Go on to our other classes. We got a lot of it, and I can't tell you which name it is because none of them is named after what they supposed to be, whatever. But our classes do have a lot of information that can help you in a lot of different areas of your life, I feel. Anybody else feel like that, or is that only me? We talk about a lot of stuff. We talk about mental health, spiritual health, emotional health, financials, everything, character, baby, everything over there. Everything. If you a horrible person, if you sick because you horrible, right? I was prescribed. Dang. Tinker, be careful, pumpkin. There's a lot of things too. See, a lot of people, and I'm not saying this to be rude, a lot of people are sick because of themselves. You said, I just don't know how this is happening. So angry we let it come to this. What? Y'all remember? If you want to know if you're sick because of something that you do, yes, mixed bag of jelly beans. Never know what you're going to get, but it's good. Oh, yeah. What do you mean I'm not doctoring pushing? We don't guard our hearts, the issues that come from. Yeah. So look at this though. If you go and you read the 12 patriarchs, what did I do to my thumb? I did something to my thumb. This right here, dude. This right here, new. This will change your whole life. These stories. This right here, nigga, will change your life. You will not have to question if somebody is your friend. If they jealous, if they envious, if they hate you, you will not have to question it. It will be plain as day. And tears probably start rolling down your face when you go to read this. Because these 12 books, or the 12 chapters, or the 12 brothers, you hear me? They teach you about life. They teach you about your friends, your mama. A lot of people found out their mama and daddy was jealous of them. You hear me? They found out their sister and cousin was jealous. Then a lot of people also found out that they're the reason they're sick. And I'm going to show you how. Sorry, y'all. I always forget which brother it is. I feel like it's old boy, I passed it, didn't I? I think. Is it Benjamin, y'all? Or Reuben? I always forget which brother it is. Is it Simeon? Is it Reuben? No. Hold on. It's not Reuben, y'all. Oh, it is. You right. Y'all right. It is Reuben. That's why I always pass it. Uh-huh. Y'all right. It is Reuben. Sorry. I didn't think it's Reuben. The first book. I passed right over it. Yep. Oh, yeah, it is. Listen to my school. They know. Listen to the students. They know. It is. It's up here. Right here. You see this where it says liver? You see this? Right here. It says the spirit of promiscuity resides in the nature of the systems. Thank you, y'all. I have the smartest class on the planet. It says a second spirit of insatiability is in the stomach. The third spirit of strife is in the liver. And the fourth spirit of flattery, and liver in the gall. And the fourth spirit of flattery and trickery, in order that through excessive something, one might appear to be blah, blah, blah. So, with this, I talk about him often. I do. I just can't. I don't be remembering the names, y'all. It'd be so much I have to remember. Thank you, y'all. But if you're wondering why you sick, it talks about how certain emotions affect certain organs. And most of those organs have to do with the filtration of bad things out of your body, whether it be whatever. Like your liver filters, things, your gallbladder, blah, 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 blah. Well, in this book, The Testament of Reuben, it talks about how, thank you, y'all. That's how we keep our spleen clean. And what does the spleen do? What did we learn that the spleen does? Do y'all remember? Thank y'all for helping me, because sometimes I can't remember it all, but I don't pretend to. As long as I can find that it's okay. And I got y'all to help now, so I don't have to remember everything always. People be trying to use me like Google. I'd be like, but you have Google. It cleans out the body. It cleans and makes sure the antibodies. How often do I go live? There's no. I try to every day. But remember I told you I got classes on my we literally have over 1,000 classes on YouTube. That's not a joke. And we did that in under 3 years. Under 2.5 actually. We did it about 2 years and 2 months. So it's a lot of information over there about a whole bunch of stuff about everything. Hmm. Yeah. And I wouldn't say try to count me on live, yeah, because they be blocking me on here to where people can't find me. So I wouldn't say don't let this be your only place. Come looking for me, because for months people be looking for me and they can't. So I would say, and now they're doing it on YouTube too. So I don't know where to say to find me really, because all the places I done put up, they be blocking them. So yes, yeah, yeah, cleans waste from the blood. Mm. And the Bible talks about how laughter is good for the soul too. So now we know why. It's good for your body too. And it said laughter is for the spleen. Makes antibodies to fight infection. The happier you are, your body can fight off infection. Interesting. And that's why I don't be wanting people to come over here and stop our laughs. If you want to be sick, go over there. Yes, I'm on YouTube as well. CERCA TROVA 22. Yep, and we got all these classes. Go back to the beginning, all the way down to the bottom. Start there. When we didn't even have all this stuff back here, I was outside and in my living room. And in my living room on the floor. I had just moved in here though. And my knee was messed up. Oh, it was a crazy time. Look at time and how it flies. Look how we've grown together, family. We've grown together. We almost at our 3-year mark. If God let us make it to February, by February 25th or so. We've been together since about February 25th. I would start from the beginning because then, I'm saying you can watch a class in the beginning because it breaks down a lot of what we talk about. So, you don't feel like you behind or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's when I showed a lot of the books and I was open to picking up books every 2 minutes. It's just been 2.5 years and I don't be doing that no more. I done learned an easier system so I don't be stressed out. So I be like, yep, catch it in a rewatch. I don't know which book it was. And people be thinking I be being rude, but you don't want to pick up these books all day either. They be heavy. Yeah. You was watching the old ones today. They a little different. See, we didn't grow together. See, I was a little nervous because I didn't really know y'all that well. I still said what I was going to say, though. I still said what I was going to say. And this is not church. Newbies. This is not church. It is school. People cuss at school. They drink at school. They do a whole bunch of stuff. This is not church. It will feel like church. It might feel like church every day. But this is not church. It is school. It is a university. We outside International University. You see it here. Okay? It's going to feel like church. You so right. I have to make time. Listen. Because listen. We has a time over here. This is a school. It's not a church. People are like, oh, she's over there preaching. When you ever heard me preach anything? You ain't heard me preach nothing. I never said I was a preacher. Not one time. You a liar. You ain't never heard me say I preach nothing. I'm a teacher, honey. There's a difference. Now, I have a little extra qualities that my daddy done gave me, but my name is Dean CERCA TROVA. That's my name. I'm a teacher. What is you talking about? Y'all the ones be claiming to do all that. I'm just the teacher. I'm just here trying to show the people where to get the information at. I don't need all that extra stuff. You hear me? I don't need it. Mm-hmm. Yes. That's what you the one trying to act holy. You ain't never heard me say nothing because this ain't an act for me. Hair changes, setting changes, costume changes, more books. Listen, all kinds of stuff. Everything. Mm. Oh, thank you. Well, at least, but they got to see the evolution of it. You know what I'm saying? I've been the same. Have I not been the same? You still over here looking. But how about you block me so you can't see my skin, nigga? I would I would rather you didn't comment over here. We don't want your kind around here. Cause you gotta be in here looking at me to type, idiot. Do you know you look like the weirdo because you keep coming to look at my skin? I know you like what you see. And it's the only attention and the only way I ever talk to you if you make a comment about that. But how about you leave and never come back? How about that? How about that for some teaching? Let me teach you how to leave and never come back, nigga. It's the third time you done claim it in this class today looking at this skin, baby. I know you see what you like now. I bathed in chlorophyll and stuff. Get you some. You mad because you got all your clothes on and ain't nobody listening to you. You got your little collar on and everything. All your Bible set up with your microphone and don't nobody want to hear nothing you got to say about the word. You mad or not? Go down there to mama's house and cry about it. Scratch your butt and get glad. We don't care about nothing. You a hater. And we know what you look like when you come over here. You got that old hood on that says H on it for hater. We see you when you come in the room. You don't fit. I told y'all I'll be these books. This why I've been single. Because men think that their opinions of women change them. It don't. Honey, what I got, the world didn't give it to me. And the world can't take it away. I don't know why y'all don't understand that. See, if men gave me what I have, I might let people make me feel some type of way. But guess what? Men didn't give me this. A man did not teach me what I have. The information I got, I did not get it from a person. That's the difference between me and y'all. Y'all had to go and have somebody teach y'all how to teach people. God taught me how to teach his people. We not the same. And I was enlisting this sometimes. See, when he come in here and say, you had your skin show and he don't know I held whole Bible studies in strip clubs and walked out the strip club with 11 chicks and they went down in Jesus' name because of what you see. But the Bible told you, don't be fooled by what you see. You need to try the spirit by the spirit, honey. I can walk up in a liquor store and come out with souls. They running from you and don't want to hear nothing you got to say. I can go in the trap house and come out with souls and take them to the water. They not going to listen to nothing you got to say. Absolutely anything. I can chop it up with the niggas on the corner, baby, and I guarantee you by the end of it, I done put some fat on their head and they didn't listen and they going to be calling me, asking me how to change their life. We are not the same. I don't know why y'all come in here messing with me. We have transgender people, gay folks, everybody over here. And guess what they doing? Studying the word for real, for real. Where God chopped them in the throat, he chopped them in the throat. I don't got to say nothing. We got people that used to be on drugs coming here all the way tweaking, baby, and they clean. I just be trying to figure out what y'all be looking for over here. Because what God said is, and we help people with their bills and help people get books and the lines, honey. So we doing what we supposed to do. What we need to worry about is why y'all be worried about what we be doing instead of doing what you supposed to do. Tell me. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Samuel. And witches, too. Then flip the witches. Sorry, Toy. And flipping witches and warlocks. Ooh, 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 ooh. You said what? And the witches told us they would never come to y'all churches because y'all would shoot them out and be rebuking them with the devil before they could ever learn. So then y'all can't get no loss. Don't be mad because I'm running them up. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. We buy books for folks that can't afford them. Now we say if you can turn up and buy Casamigos and get your nails and hair done, we not buying no books for you. But if $48 gonna run your pockets, we got you. Send me an email to circatrovabooks@gmail.com and we'll take care of whatever you need. And I say that to everybody. That ain't just going to you. Everybody has to hear it. Everybody has heard it. We helping the folks that want to learn that can't afford it. Not, I don't want to pay for that. I'm gonna let them buy it. We don't do that, and that's not to you. I say this every time somebody says it because I have to let people know. Because they be like, I want the free books. They're not free. These are for. Yeah. Okay. Well, just send me your address to CERCA TROVA Books. You don't have to just your address and your phone number. If there is a building code, put it in there. Okay. And I want to say to the people, my sister's husband threw her books away when she went out of town. What? Oh my God! I'm gonna be single forever, baby. Y'all don't worry about it. They was not talking about y'all. Don't worry about it. You guys are safe, honeys. Don't worry. Don't get all upset. You didn't hear that. Don't cuss in front of my books. Honeys, that was not to you guys. No. Stand up. Don't get worried. That won't happen here. I will not allow it. I will not allow anyone to come in here and hurt you like that. What? He did what? Oh, hell no. I'm going to be single forever. That's all you had to say. I'll come to your house and we could be married and then I'll live at your house and you just don't, I'll open the door when you get here. Baby. I feel like Tia. Alexa! I feel like Tia Kemp, baby. Alexa! The hell? Ooh, that almost gave me a heart attack. Play hater in the building. I'ma kill him. I don't even know. Listen, nigga on the prowl. They done locked up. I won't let me out. I don't know what I would. Ooh. I feel like Miss Kip today. I need to yell out Alexa, get a bail bondsman. Alexa, find me a bail bondsman. Look, you know what? Highway to hell, one of the two, cause that's where you about to go. God know how to keep me single, don't he? I'm gonna tell you why that's a sore spot for me too, because not sore, but I bought my ex-husband so many books and he left them in the back of his truck and let them get molded. I said, oh no, honey, I can tell that you don't value knowledge and I won't be putting out another penny on something you don't want. I gave you books and you let them get ruined and molded. Baby, you know how much money that was sitting out there? And I gave you books that I really didn't give you. I was letting you use them so that you could get the knowledge. And you put them in the back of your truck and let them get wet. And you was like, oh, they wasn't nothing but books. And went, baby, listen, I should have known then we was on our way out. All I want is a beautiful librarian. You telling me books ain't important and I done took my time and picked these books that I know you need for your damn character and you ain't even take the time to read them. You gonna throw them in the back of the truck and let them get... Baby, I won't do none of them. You ain't got to worry about it. I don't waste my money. I got some packages I gotta pick up. I have not wanted to leave my house. I have not wanted to leave my house at all, not for nothing. I know that sounds crazy, but I have to leave when I feel like it's okay. Cause if not, I might pop off on somebody. I just have to go with the flow. You hear me? And I don't know. I just haven't felt like being outside. Yes, I'm gonna go get them. I think I got something else too. I just haven't felt like leaving. Mm-mm. I hate, yeah. I don't be wanting to leave. It's so much craziness out in the world too. I just be like, I get everything I need in here. What am I leaving for? Everything I need is in my house. Everything. Anything I need is here. Thanks to y'all too. Everything that I could even think of. I got stuff I forgot I even got that's here. Like I don't need nothing outside. Mm-mm. Now what I do need is for God to bring the forest to my house. But I don't think he's gonna do that. So then got everything I need in here. Listen. Yeah, vitamin K. I ain't trying to go nowhere. Yeah. And I was like this before this. I don't care to leave my house that much. I think I'm about to go down to my daughter's and read a little bit. Yeah, I think that'd be a great idea. Don't force it though. If she don't want to listen, let her pick a story and you read that. That's what I would do. I'm about to go, y'all. I love y'all. That part, because I don't want to have to go nowhere to find him. I ain't going to be looking for him anyway. I mean, so I be running folks away on purpose. How you say you want to be with somebody and then you run everybody away? On purpose. I don't even really, I don't know. I don't be having the energy to talk to people like that. See y'all later.